There we go. Sorry, I didn't mean to spoil what is happening. Okay. Now it's time to obnoxiously self-promote. Sorry for not live streaming earlier. Yesterday. Things have been... Actually, I don't have an excuse. I didn't feel like it. I'm not sorry. Okay, I'm kind of sorry. Huh. So as I'm sure you can tell by the title, today we are ranking trash tastes, trash takes on food. Originally, I was thinking of branding it as ranking trash tastes terrible food takes, but I'm like, nah, that just didn't hit right. This needs to hit different, you know? Oh hey, one viewer. One's better than nothing. Okay, right now I am trying to find, okay. Now, how do I link this? How do I get a link? Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to go into YouTube itself. You can tell how professional I am, I'm sure. And it won't let me. So, why don't you go ahead and share it, and I'll find a way to... I don't want to say plug my stream, that sounds weird. To advertise my stream. And there goes the phone. I wonder if there's a way I can, put in music while I'm managing everything. And now I have to go and give credit to the person who made this fine royalty-free track. It's a cute little song called Lotus Lane by The Loyalist. Oh, you know, very... and... Let's see. Lotus Lane. Whoops. Sorry, I keep bumping my mic. There we go. There's... Okay. A minute. Huh.
Introducing.
So, if you don't know what trash taste is, well, I'd kind of hope you'd know what trash taste is, because that is a lot what I talk about, in real life at least. And I have done a few things on trash taste in the past with varying degrees of success. Now the question is, if we can hear this, properties? Well, no music for us, I suppose. Because OBS doesn't want us to have nice things. Oh well. Well, I suppose we'll get into the real meat of the stream. Can we move on to the next scene? Scene transitions, There we go. So, okay, so I made an alignment chart, as you can see. Not your average D&D alignment chart because, okay, actually, on second thought, some of their food takes would definitely be chaotic, evil, but I can't say any of them would be lawful good, so I did something a little different. Why are you booing them? They're right means I agree with their takes. Weird flex, but okay. I mean, I can't say I really agree with their takes, but it's not horrendous. Honk honk, make way for the clown. I think that part's a little self-explanatory. And then we have how good was the wait, I can't record. I mean, wait, yes I am recording, but I can't do retakes. Well, now you guys know what it's like when I mess up lines. Anyways, good reasoning and good wording. Not only did they have a strong argument, they said it well. And then we have our neutral. Not really, yeah, I'll call it neutral. Good reasons and bad wording, or bad reasons and good wording. And then there's just why. Just why. Meaning, not only was their wording horrendous, their reasoning was horrendous. I looked through a whole bunch of, all of the trash taste highlights, and 25 videos is not that bad. Of course, some things are a little less hot takes and more I can smell the drama that's gonna come from it, so I added them to pad the runtime. I'm not sorry. So let's start with, and we have an ad.
At Anderson
So let me
Honda,
know if you
our
hear the
customers are
video
important to us.
audio.
That's why we don't believe in additional dealer markup. Whether you drive home a new Honda today or pre-order, you'll never pay over MSRP. That's Smiles for Miles. Anderson Honda, Hunt Valley.
It doesn't say
With Juvederm Volbella XC, I got
looking on my
subtle
end. I'm not
Achieve
seeing
results like
anything
mine
funky with
for
the audio,
plump
so I'm
look
gonna
that costs-
assume we are good. Can I skip the ad?
Okay, but you have to keep in mind, we're talking to someone who doesn't like ketchup.
Yeah, so Gone.
Okay, this is at the old studio and it's very fuzzy. I'm gonna see if I can turn up the quality a bit. There we go. Now it's just fuzzy on my end because my glasses are filthy. Okay, I'm with Garnt. If you guys don't know who Garnt is, he is the one on the far... No, not that far. He is on the left here, wearing the black shirt, and there's a Kobe behind him. I'll be honest, I can't even fault him for not liking ketchup. I mean, I wasn't a huge condiment person when I was younger, and I'm still not a huge condiment person.
What the fuck?
Okay, before we go into more in-depth food discussion, Gaunt doesn't like condiments, basically.
I just like the way things are meant to taste.
So barbecue sauce? No?
No.
Ketchup?
I just
No,
like...
we're going to go through.
I mean, barbecue sauce is okay. It's just, I don't know. Sauce was just never isn't really a big thing for me. I mean, it's fine. But, you know, the food's perfectly fine without it, too.
Through all the condiments here, just to make sure.
Mustard?
Yeah. Mustard? No.
Mustard,
Yeah.
if it's not like... If it's just...
Straight up like Heinz mustard is, I don't know. Something about the color and the smell kind of puts me off. But like honey mustard, yeah, I like that.
like the beans.
Mayo? You don't like any mayo,
No, I don't
right?
like mayo.
Tabasco or anything like
Mayo
that?
I tolerate. It's a necessary evil. However, actually no, I wouldn't really call it an evil, but did you guys know there is a D&D item called a jug of alchemy or something like that? Jug or jar, whatever. And once a day or once per long rest, you can summon 2 gallons of mayonnaise. I don't know why Wizards of the Coast decided mayonnaise would be a good liquid adjacent to put in there, but it's there.
That maybe?
Tabasco, I don't really see that as a condiment. It's,
So-
it's something like if I need an extra kick to make it more spicy.
So when you eat like fries, it's just plain?
Yeah, it's just salt and pepper.
That's so sad.
Just salt and...
You put pepper on your fries? This might be an even more controversial take because I am not a huge pepper person. Makes my nose itch. And the nose itchiness is not worth the taste for me. Or more of the taste is not worth the nose itching.
and pepper
That's so
fries.
sad, bro.
No, that's why I like my thin fries because it like absorbs the spices.
Just oil. It's
Yeah, it's just like literally.
It's just
no,
oil,
but we
bro.
said that the other day, like, because we were talking about how we like the thick, like, cut fries.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like,
All fries have their place in this world, even sweet potato fries. And apparently this is a controversial opinion because I've heard lots of people don't like sweet potato fries. I mean, they're still fries.
I
We
like the
battered
thin
fry.
fries.
Yeah, yeah, but then Gart was like, "Oh, I don't like the thick fries because I taste the potato." I'm like,
God. You know what? I am going to rank the condiments take before I talk about the tasting the potato. I'll put it in good reasoning, bad. Well, it's not even good reasoning. It's just flimsy. But now let's address the you taste the potato too much. God, what do you think fries are made of?
yeah, that's what a chip is.
Alright. Everyone here is, well, Connor, the one over here with the long sleeve baseball shirt, he is British and so is Garnt. Joey, the one sitting next to Connor, is Australian, so they call fries chips. I'd like to meme on, British people, but they make, that's not what we're here for today. If you wanted to watch me make fun of British people, you should go see my 4th of July special. Shameless promotion. I sold my shame a long time ago.
No, I want to taste, the this can sound so bad. Like it's the oil flavor or the salt and or the
Oil flavor, you say? Wait, no, I'm not gonna. I don't want to get copyrighted.
salt and pepper flavor. If it's like too much potato, you're just eating. It just feels like eating starch with no flavorings.
Yeah, but sometimes if it's done perfectly, that starch is just fluffy and beautiful.
and it works
complements
so
the
well
crisp.
when you put it with like ketchup or like mayonnaise or
Who's dipping their fries in mayonnaise? Who? Just why? I'm not even gonna say anything. It's just... No. Why? Is my screen frozen?
Whatever you
Yeah,
put.
There we go.
You
with
mix
chips,
the
right?
ketchup and mayo together, you get a nice burger.
Oh, that's
the
sauce.
fry sauce.
Oh,
Oh,
shit,
okay.
man.
So
That makes
good.
me gag so bad, man.
At least they aren't straight up dipping their fries in mayonnaise.
I fucking hate ketchup and mayo. Like, ketchup and mayo.
Go eat your dick, bro. Go eat your dick.
Ketchup and mayo,
Eat
like
your
by
dick,
themselves, are like disgusting enough to me. But to mix them together, and they form this like pink color. I'm just like, oh, get that shit out of my face, man.
No,
Dude,
fry sauce is
Oh, this aged. So, if you weren't there for the 24-hour charity live stream they did back in March, Garnt had to eat pizza crust, which he hates, and we will get to that, just drenched in ketchup and mayonnaise. Even the other two boys said, yeah, they wouldn't eat it if it wasn't for charity.
so
That-
good.
okay,
dude.
so like, can you like go into
I
like?
can't be the only one here. I can't be the only fucking
I
one
think
here.
with this case,
So-
you are the only one.
You are not the only one, Garnt, I promise.
When you go into like any like normal chain in the UK, you can't get it because it's called burger sauce, right?
Okay.
No, it's called
McDonald's.
Thousand Island sauce.
Is it Thousand Island sauce?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
don't
Oh, I love Thousand Island
Yeah, but
sauce.
they don't do it in like McDonald's, KFC, or ever.
That's like ranch with ketchup, right?
I think so, but mayo.
Ranch with ketchup? Why? Just... No. Why?
With, mayo with ketchup mixed is just burger sauce in the UK.
Oh yeah, it's called
That's
fry.
literally what
It's
it
called
is.
fry
Is
sauce
it?
in the
Okay,
US.
yeah. And you can't get it unless you go to those like dirty chicken shops in like
Yeah.
London.
Right,
And
right.
you go to them and you got to like fucking haggle with them just to get like the fucking like ketchup. They're so stingy, bro. They won't give you anything.
Is this
And I used to go into mine all the time, dude, and I felt like I was getting mugged off because I was
No,
like the
it
only
wasn't.
white guy in this
That was a
area,
bad
and I would
joke,
always
I'm
go in
sorry.
like, yes, I would like 5 wings, a burger, and then people come in like, yo, what's up, boss man? I'll have the wing set, and I'm like, fuck, dude, oh Jesus Christ, I'm getting. I felt so out of place because I just didn't know how to talk. And do I
Right.
say boss man to the guy?
I feel like if it's more on like the marinade side of things, I love
That's like
marinades.
teriyaki, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's where the food take ends. I'm not gonna address Garnt's if it's too thick you taste the potato because... I mean, maybe here? Yeah, I'll put it here. We're gonna skip to ramen is overrated. Oh boy, I've got some thoughts on this.
Oikos Triple
What?
Zero Protein to help maintain dad's strength.
Oikos
I
Pro
was
Protein
not
to try to get
expecting
stronger
that.
than dad.
Oh well.
The first day of university, I went and bought like a crate of pot noodles, lived
Yeah.
off them. That was beautiful.
You can't go wrong with pot noodles though.
We should probably get back onto Japanese food, shouldn't we?
Well, going back to Japan, or like I recently, funnily enough, I just went to the Cup Ramen Museum in Yokohama.
Oh,
last
yeah,
week.
yeah.
Which the only reason we went to the Cup Ramen Museum was just because
just there.
It was just there. I was
Yeah.
like, whatever, it's something to do. But it was actually like,
Okay, I don't know if anybody watching knows this, but I love my obscure facts. It would be interesting to go to the Cup Ramen Museum if I knew what Japanese, if I knew how to speak Japanese. One minute. Okay, back to the stream.
really interesting and really fun. It was not some place I thought to go that would be like a fun, exciting place to go, but it was fun to learn about cup ramen. Like I had no idea that basically cup ramen like exists because of Americans. Because like instant noodle was like invented, right? In like the usual packeted way, and then they tried to sell it to America. And Americans were just like, how do we eat this? What, you have to use a fucking chopstick with bowls? Like that's too inefficient. So they just start putting it in like their soda cans, or not the soda cans, the soda cups. And just like poured like put the ramen in and just put hot water in. Yeah. And that's how cup ramen was invented.
Oh wow.
That makes sense. Does this mean that wait, no, never mind. I was gonna make a joke about, if cup ramen originated from Karens, technically, but I'm like, on second thought, Karens would just, complain to whoever sold them the ramen.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
So cup ramen is an American invention.
Yeah, well, it
was invented in Japan. The method of doing with the noodles.
Yeah, but it was when they tried to sell it to Americans that he saw Americans doing that, and he was like, let's just put it in the fucking cup. So thank you, America, for cup ramen.
And if you're in prison,
you're welcome. You're welcome, UK and Australia and Japan and the rest of the world, I guess.
It's your currency.
Cup ramen.
See that one Vox video?
Yeah.
It's actually currency in most prisons. That's so funny.
Yeah. But in terms of like Japanese food, what are some Japanese food you want more people to know about, or that you have discovered since moving to Japan that maybe not many people like know about?
Well, you know my answer, right?
Yeah, I mean, I already know your answer. We've talked about this before. Go on, Joey. Go on, simp for your dish. Go on.
Yes, I'm simping for a little dish called skimin.
Now, how do I spell it? Okay. Sukemen ramen, that kind of defeats the purpose. It's a type of ramen, apparently. According
It's
to
not
Wikipedia.
ramen, it's skimin. So basically, skimin, to oversimplify, think of ramen, but separate the noodles from the broth and make that broth thick as a bitch.
I will say when I first
That's skimin.
when I was first I saw it on the menu, I was like, why the fuck would I want my noodles separated from the broth?
Yeah.
That sounds like it's like demarinating. the noodles,
An
right?
extra step, right?
Yeah, it sounded like it was just making the noodles less flavorful. But
It just didn't make any logical sense.
Yeah.
but somehow it makes the noodles even more flavorful when you dip them into this and you basically have the broth on the noodles.
Right.
And it's
Because
fucking amazing.
the thing with
So
ramen
good.
broth is that it's very
I mean, I don't have much of a horse in this race because I've never had sukemen. I think that's how you pronounce it. I hope that's how you pronounce it. So, let's see, Joey. Joey convince me.
liquidy because the noodle
It's
is
so
going to
diluted.
be sitting in this broth for a long, long time. So
And you can drink it.
and you can drink it, right?
Yeah.
But skim-in broths, they have to make it thick because when you put the noodles in and then you take it out again, as you said, the broth has to stick to the noodles.
Yeah.
And that shit is the flavor of that is so
good.
fucking powerful.
And then,
yet so good.
and then when you're done eating the noodles, you can pour like a soup into the broth to like dilute it to make it drinkable.
It's basically like concentrated ramen.
Yeah.
That's basically the first time. But like, I don't know, because I feel like no matter what we say or how much we try to sell it, you can't sell it in words, right?
No.
because
No.
it just it doesn't look as pretty as
When they
ramen.
start talking.
Something like that. Like
Yeah.
I was having like a flash
When they start talking about what's the best Japanese noodle, I hope this is the right clip.
back to like this.
Thank you, Ad. Thank you.
How are you?
Speaking of this trouble,
Oh, they don't
stop being
care. It's a
self-aware.
polite social.
It's legitimately the closest I've ever seen.
Dude,
to
I was
last night. I actually had a dream about that skim-in because it's that fucking good.
It's wild because they like have the meat and all the veg in the broth. When you bite into like the veg or the meat, they've absorbed this intense broth and it just bursts. And it's so fucking
and
good.
the meat is so soft and
does
just
yeah,
like
it's so
razor hard
tender,
and-
so tender.
Like honestly, like I'm not gonna say that the ramen in Japan is bad or anything. Like there's some fucking fantastic ramen out there, but I
Yeah.
just feel that Skimmin is such an underdog because people just, as you say, people just think that it's just an inferior ramen.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought. And I didn't even know about Tsukemen until I moved here and you told me about it. And I feel like people only come here and they only know ramen. Because when I came here, I only knew ramen as well.
I totally don't blame people who are like, oh yeah, I just want to eat sushi and I just want to eat ramen.
Yeah.
But it just frustrates me when there's literally, you go to a ramen shop and they usually have skimmin on the menu as well.
Yeah.
And yet they just completely ignore that.
I've been in a few ramen places and they don't sell skimmin. Of course, I'm in America, so maybe Tsukemen hasn't caught on as much. I'm hoping it does so I can have some of that, tasty broth. And those thick noodles. Noodles are good. Let's keep watching.
And just go for like the basic bitch ramen.
Yeah, and I feel like, you do get a better ramen experience here than you do like anywhere else in the world.
Yeah, it just frustrates me when people are like, I'm going to go to Ichiran ramen. And it's like, you can have an Ichiran in America. Dude, why would you fly all the way to Japan to have something you can have in America?
Like, I do not understand why,
I think it's the brand safety, if that makes sense. Like, you don't want to risk getting bad ramen. I mean, I've never had bad ramen, but or like subpar ramen, I suppose. And you want to go to a place that's, well established. I mean, if I didn't know about this, or sorry, rewording. If I didn't watch the anime Koizumi-san Loves Ramen Noodles, I probably would have just gone to Ichiran. Because I had no idea about the other places that sell ramen.
People come to Japan and they try like what's the curry place?
Koko Curry.
Is it Koko Curry? That's like
Ichiban.
international one.
Yeah,
international now.
Yeah.
I don't know why they come here and just try the Koko Curry here.
Right.
Like,
In defense of both those chains, I'll be devil's advocate.
Okay.
I went to Ichiran Ramen like maybe a month ago.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty fucking good. I thought it was like,
it's not bad.
yep. Okay,
It's just mid.
okay.
It is.
If you don't live here, right, and you don't want to fuck around with going down these alleyways, looking on Google Maps, right, trying to find shit, I can understand where you're like, I want a good ramen.
Yeah, Kano gets it. And they have mentioned in later episodes that, some of the best food places in Japan are in really sketchy areas, and I don't want to risk that, so... Yeah, at least he's on our side this time.
delivers, and I don't have to talk to anyone. They have an English menu. I get that, because sometimes these ramen places, bro, no pictures, only kanji. You gotta give your ticket to the guy. You gotta hope that he calls you out and you know that it's you, right? It's a little, you got
to figure out if he's asking you if you want extra veg or whatever.
Because you hand it to him and he'll be like, he'll ask what size and you'll be like, what? Or like, do you want rice? Rice, they ask him. And sometimes, and because the word for rice and meal is the same, gohan. And so, and one time they asked me gohan, I just completely forgot that it was rice. And I'm like, yeah, I want a meal. I just gave you my ticket. You dumb fuck. Take my ticket. Like,
I know that's Goku's son. What do you
yeah, so I mean, I get it. Where Ichiran ramen, and it was a little expensive though. I'll give you that. Like,
It is.
The noodles were thin though. It was good. I want to start a series where I go around reviewing ramen chains.
Yeah, but that's the problem I have.
Oh, you go around reviewing stuff. Ramen chains not yet, but I have seen his Crane Game videos. They're interesting.
With Ichiran, right, is that it is the thin noodles, and like I don't have a problem with the thin noodles, but I like my noodles like I like my women, right? Like I like them thick.
I was like wondering where you were going with that.
Joey's like the inappropriate uncle that has to mention like something sexual every 10 seconds.
It's the only way people relate to me. But yeah, like that's what I love about skimming though, is that like those noodles are so fucking thick.
So there's like okay.
But I remember the first place you took me to. It was like trying to go to.
For a moment, you what 3 main types of noodles, right? With Tsukemen, you cannot pause.
Doing the Big Bang Burger Challenge in like Persona 5. You know what I mean? That was kind of what I felt like. I got what the
You
main
didn't have
character
enough
felt.
determination points.
No, I
man,
didn't.
like-
I need to like upgrade more points, man.
Weak. Okay, in Japan, there's like
Here we
what
go.
3 main types of noodles, right? There's the soba noodles, the udon, and the ramen, right?
Yes.
Which okay, and the difference between these are the soba ones are typically like healthy, quite thin, right?
Soba is buckwheat.
buckwheat. It's quite
Yes.
healthy for you.
Yeah,
And I
it's
think-
definitely the healthiest. Yes.
Is ramen the least healthy for you?
Ramen. I mean, I don't know.
There's a lot of calories in ramen.
Yeah, ramen.
Like,
I'd say is probably
yeah,
the
very
least.
probably the
intense.
most unhealthy.
And there's udon. So ramen's kind of like in the middle. Soba's really thin.
Yeah.
It tastes healthy, so make of that what you will.
Yeah.
And then udon is the real fucking thick boy. And
The
like,
thick white
Why
noodles.
does soba taste healthy? I don't understand.
Because it is healthy, like Joey's about to say.
It is healthy.
it is,
I know it is.
Fun fact, I wrote an entire essay talking about the pros of soba. Maybe I should read it out and like record it, put it up on YouTube. But I'm gonna have to dust it off and like polish it a bit. I'll consider it.
But I'm just like, what is the big difference between soba and ramen? I'm trying to like put it into words now. I'm just like, I
I think
don't
maybe it's
really
because
know.
a lot of soba dishes aren't sitting
Yeah.
in this very like
Soba
oily
doesn't hit
broth.
back, bro.
Yeah.
Soba just goes down.
Yeah.
Ramen fights you as it's going in your stomach, bro. It's like it's a challenge. You gotta beat that shit in your stomach. Also, I've noticed that-
ramen is soba with attitude.
Yeah, it's soba with attitude.
I think because ramen is so heavy in calories, even the shitty cup ramens taste fucking good here. But
Yeah.
if you go and get like the supermarket soba, that shit tastes awful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
It
does.
tastes really bad.
Yeah, there's really no hot take in here. Because, okay, that was clickbait. That was on me. Okay, now here's where things get a little spicier.
At Anderson Honda, our customers are important to us. That's why we don't believe in additional dealer marketing.
Thanks.
Talking about
thanks,
taking
Honda.
the bread away from things, let's talk about Japanese hamburgers or hamburgers.
Yeah, that's right. It's not a
Yeah.
hamburger.
They're fucking-
It's a
yeah.
handbag.
They're an abomination
I
to
fucking
burgers.
love them.
Can't fucking,
because
can't fucking stand
so
when you order
to,
that
to
shit.
explain
man.
Just to get ahead of the game, in case you don't know what a hamburger looks like. Humbug. They... 1 minute. They look something like this. Basically a hamburger patty without the buns. Interesting.
Japanese hamburgers, it's literally just a hamburger or like a burger
Patty. Yeah.
without the bun.
Yeah.
And so
Because it's good. I love it.
The best part of a hamburger, and I am going to go on one of those rants again, man. It's like the pizza thing, dude. It's the synergy. It's the synergy, bro. There is a way to a burger, man. It's like it's all the accumulation of the tastes that come together and they strike slightly moderately.
No, because like for like 90% of burgers, it's,
Right.
you don't give a shit about the synergy. You're
I
there
do,
for
I
the
do.
fucking patty.
No,
like
no, no.
you,
Yeah.
okay, you have like a
Uncultured, uncultured.
brioche bun with some lettuce, tomatoes, like
That's
some
amazing,
bacon.
yeah.
It's fucking amazing. But like you get a McDonald's burger, who gives a shit, man?
Oh no!
like
The McDonald's burger has been more engineered than any burger in the world. God. That thing has been scientifically proven to
That
be
has
the
been
perfect.
optimized as
Bro,
well.
That is why you will never say no to a double cheeseburger at McDonald's. I guarantee it.
Oh,
Yeah, of
I
course.
do because it's got ketchup in it. But
Without ketchup.
regardless of
Fucking
the point,
animal, bro.
it's a fucking dry ass patty. Like I don't give a shit about that.
What do
It
you-
is
dude,
literal
I
junk.
fucking
It is
love the
literal
McDonald's.
junk.
No, I love my gourmet burgers, dude. I love every kind
Yeah,
of burger.
that's
the
why-
McDonald's burger has its place.
That's why no matter what hamburger you get a gourmet patty, or like what would be like a gourmet patty on like a gourmet burger.
You always order the shitty patties though in these places. Like you order like the shitty hamburger that was made in a factory like probably like 10 miles away.
Yeah.
Like I've
And
seen
it's
the
still
patties
10
you order-
times better than anything you order from fucking McDonald's. Or
No,
even
it's-
like
I mean, Garn's got a point, but McDonald's shouldn't be where the bar is for a good hamburger. Of course, I'm not a huge burger person, but that's just a me thing. Continue.
like
not,
Burger
bro,
King
no.
or like most burger joints. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna have to agree with Garn on this one. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you know, sometimes I'll wake
You're
up
all
and just be
clowns, bro.
like,
You're
you
fucking
know,
clowns.
like I'll never say no to a double cheeseburger or a Whopper. Right? On some days,
A
sometimes,
Whopper burger here is great, dude.
Yeah,
I'll take it
sometimes-
over any of those
yeah,
shitty
sometimes
burgers.
you just, you know, sometimes you just like, I just want to eat some shit today. But then
Yeah.
other times you're like, I really just want meat. I just want a hamburger. I just
It's-
want the patty.
It's just the patty.
Okay.
It's just the
Fuck
patty
the
of a
synergy.
burger.
I just want the patty.
In my eyes, if you're going to just order a hamburger,
I mean, there have been times I've done that, but once again, I'm not a huge hamburger person, so it's not really a big deal to me. Oh, this was back in 2020. I remember when this was arguably the most controversial food take they've had. The good days.
just like with veg and maybe fries, just
Yeah.
get a fucking steak. Just like
No,
you're
no,
eating red
No,
meat.
it's totally fucking
No,
different.
it's
from
completely
Are you
different.
kidding me?
I will never eat a fucking steak over a hamburger.
Yeah.
Never.
What?
Yeah.
I just
Why
don't.
would you-
I don't like steak.
I will take the.
I don't like steak. I'll be honest. I am not a huge steak. I'm not a huge steak person. I mean, I'll tolerate it. It's just, I don't think
Inferior
wait a minute. He does not stand by this now. I want to see his reasoning before I cement his take where it is currently.
worst tasting piece
I don't
of
like
the cow.
steak.
Oh my god.
I think
bro.
steak is fucking mid.
No, man. Okay.
Okay.
I think
Listen.
steak is it's like eating cardboard. It's just a fucking piece of meat.
Like
Joey, I'm Joey from 2020. What steaks have you been eating? I mean, he's definitely changed now, but Joey from 2020. What the heck?
to me, eating a hamburger, right? Oh,
What is going on?
eating
What
a,
are these takes right now?
I'm sorry, Mr. All Bread tastes the same. You have no room to talk, and we will get to that.
I'll let him freak out. Eating a hamburger, right, is just like it's like a kid's meal. It doesn't look right. It looks
What are
like
you talking about?
Because it's like, you little gone can't handle the tomatoes and the bread. Oh, we'll just take the burger out for you.
No, it's just a different.
Let's see. Yeah, he really just didn't give us any, real concrete evidence, so I'm not inclined to, side with him. And also, let me pull up those Hambaku pictures again, because these don't look like kids' meals. I mean, sure, you can certainly, okay, a lot of this is presentation, but this looks like, honestly, it looks more like meatballs than anything, but, whatever. Not a kid's meal, Connor.
Way to enjoy a part of the meal. It's like
when you get like the veg in a bag with your little milk and your
like
juice,
saying,
right? Like it's a little different way to have it.
It's like, you talked about pizza. It's like, oh yeah, I can only eat cheese when it's on pizza. Like,
Wait, who said that?
Huh?
Who said that?
No, that's the by the same logic.
I
You're
don't
like,
have
I
words
can't
with
have
them.
mozzarella by itself. And
Why would you have mozzarella by itself?
because it's fucking great.
Yeah, it tastes
I'm
good.
sorry, what?
Oh yeah, I can only eat cheese.
Handle the tomatoes and the bread. Oh, we'll just take the burger out for you.
No, it's just a different way to enjoy a part of the meal.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah. Like when
saying,
you get like the veg in a bag with your little milk and your
It's like
juice,
saying,
right? Like it's a little different way to have it.
It's like, you talked about pizza. It's like, oh yeah, I can only eat cheese when it's on pizza. Like,
Wait, who said that?
Huh?
Who said that?
No, that's the by the same
There is probably
by the same.
It's been a while since I've done any digging with logical fallacies, but that smells like false equivalence. I'm kidding. This is not that deep. Yet.
By
said
the
that.
same logic,
I
you're
don't
like,
have
I
words
can't
with
have
them.
mozzarella by itself. And
Why would you have mozzarella by itself?
because it's fucking great.
Yeah, it tastes good.
Exactly.
We need
Like
it
it's
with a
great with a
caprese
salad.
Yeah, with a
Capri salad.
That's fine.
That's just
that's not by itself, gone. By itself means
well,
on its own.
A hamburger is
Do you know
not
what by itself
a
means?
hamburger is not a patty by itself. You got like potatoes, you got vegetables.
No, no,
you-
1 minute, let me rewind a bit. This right here, watching these two, Connor and going to argue while Joey is just laughing hysterically to himself, that is the dynamic for 90% of these takes. And Joey right now is me. I am cackling.
A hamburger is not a patty by itself. You got like potatoes, you got vegetables,
No,
you
no,
got
no, no,
eggs,
no.
You can put
you
some
got
cheese
sauce,
on top of that shit
you
if you
got
want.
cheese,
Because-
you put it on a fucking curry, you can put it on so many things that just is not bread and lettuce
When you
and
ha-
tomatoes.
When you have a steak and it comes with fries, is the steak by itself?
That's
Say that again.
Is your business waiting for a payment?
One
Are your
minute.
vendors constantly asking you for updates about their payments?
Wait, what?
If you order a steak,
I'm sorry, but fries is usually a side. A hamburger and hamburger, they're both main courses. So this is not. Where's your logic, Connor?
it comes with fries.
Yeah.
This is by itself.
No, it's
No.
with the fries, but I don't
Yeah.
give a shit about the steak.
Yeah, but what you're saying is that because it's like taken out, it's not by itself or something. I don't
patty's
really-
not- the patty's not by itself.
What
Yes, it
I'm
is.
trying,
The
what I'm
patty-
trying to say is, you don't have to have steak with fries. You can have steak with a lot of other things.
Yeah.
If the patty is just it's a singular thing and there's veg next to it, the patty is by itself. That's just a fact, bro.
What? What are you talking about?
Because
Technically, but who is just eating like plain hamburger patties? I mean, hamburgers have like a sauce on it or like a marinade.
right, that is not part of like, a burger. Isn't it's a
The
meal
patty
all put in one.
is a fucking ingredient to a bigger whole. Where you can
you,
take the ingredients and you can do other things with the ingredients.
If you have all the ingredients of a soup next to each other, it's not a it's not like you can't just be like, oh, it's not by itself. It's a soup. What do you mean? Like,
Oh, tell that to like the hipsters with their deconstructed foods. However, I think if it's all of the ingredients, I think that's just called cooking.
what are you two? You're chatting out of your ass, bro. It's a burger on its own, just left there. It's depressing. Put some fucking lettuce and tomatoes and bread on that shit, man.
But it's on the side.
It's on the side. You can have other stuff. You can
that's like-
eat
Nah,
a
dude.
burger in more than one way.
You can eat the hamburger. You take a bite of
You
that shit.
uncultured fuck.
You can eat the hamburger on the side.
Why don't you just go to fucking McDonald's, right? Order a burger and just pry it apart, take the hamburger out and eat it. God, you
Because
fucking
the
animal.
patty is shit. That is why. That is
patty
why
is garbage.
The patty is garbage.
Yeah, but so is this burger that you get.
No,
here.
it's not!
The beef they give you, the beef. The beef that they give you that isn't A5 beef here is pathetic beef.
No, it's not. It's
so
good.
sad.
It's great. It's like it's a fucking great burger.
As I was informed by a friend of mine whose
Yeah.
whole job is to manage exports of meat
Okay.
into Japan, he informed me that all the beef that isn't the top grade stuff is just imported from
Well,
other
then,
countries.
fuck him.
And it tastes like shit.
Fuck him.
How in the
You're
UK?
acting like that Reddit comment now.
I am.
It's
I
like,
am. I don't
yes,
give a shit.
excuse me, I am a beef expert.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes,
just saying.
My dad works in
I've
Nintendo.
heard from a friend
Listen.
who works in the industry.
Listen.
That,
When you grow up, basically, right, next to farms, right, and you get that beef, you get it fresh, man. You can't give me this shit of like this like air sealed bag of a beef carcass flown across a country. It tastes like shit.
Well,
God.
what if I
I'm
didn't
just
grow
gonna
up
say-
next to a fucking farm?
Well, that sucks to be you.
Yeah.
Go and eat your hamburger.
but by that same logic, why can you still enjoy fucking McDonald's patties or like burgers then?
Because that as a burger is a great burger. It's a fucking
It's
great.
not.
It's
It's
a great
trash.
burger. No,
I'm sorry, did Connor just say that McDonald's burgers are great? Okay, and we have 22 more to go. Okay.
No.
It's not even the best burger in like the fast
If-
food joint.
if you-
You take a fucking Burger King over a McDonald's burger any day of the week.
It depends on the mood.
What
You're
fucking mood
you're
do you
such
need?
a liar.
What
Dude,
fucking
if I-
mood? Okay,
no, no, no.
Who would
explain to
actually
me.
take-
Explain to me the mood that you
Who
need to
would
be in.
actually take a...
I think I'll just put go on ahead and actually no, I'll put it in here, in this tier section, because I judge how good fast food restaurants are by the fries and how good those fries are. So mid on Okay, let's continue.
McDonald's
When
burger over a
when I'm
Burger King.
absolutely plastered, there's nothing more I want than double cheeseburgers from McDonald's. They had
That
this.
just sounds like your fucking prerogative.
No. But also, I just think that McDonald's in the UK at least was like the best fast food chain.
Yeah, probably, but there weren't many to pick from, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
But there's way more to pick from here.
I mean, like, okay.
At the end of the day, I just think a hamburger on its own is pathetic.
if you could take a Burger King burger with McDonald's fries, that would be like the perfect fast food restaurant for me.
This,
Like, as is,
you know, I'm gonna move on to. I'm gonna scrub through the meat tier list.
talking about beef though, let's talk about actual Japanese beef and Japanese steaks because, like,
A5 or nothing.
A5,
Yeah.
A5 is like, I thought
It's not that much more expensive.
it's so weird living in a country where you can go to your local supermarket and get A5 beef.
Yeah.
You know, and then this is the type of beef that gets like shipped over and you pay like $50 for like a fucking 100 grams or something abroad.
yeah.
And then you can just get it here at your supermarket.
As much as I don't rate steaks, like A5 steaks, they do the striking comparative.
They're beautiful. I had a Wagyu burger yesterday and it was fucking amazing. And
Yeah.
I'm so glad that there was bread, lettuce, and tomatoes and cheese gone.
Don't stop.
Connor,
We just steered away from
I'm just
this.
saying, it felt good, you know.
I had like a bite of like a Wagyu hamburger once, and it was okay. I mean, I could see why people like it, but once again, I'm not a huge hamburger person, so that's a me thing.
I mean, a burger and a steak are two different things in my mind. But okay, Wagyu steak is like amazing, especially when they like fry that shit in butter like so much.
Yeah.
And it like absorbs it. You bite into it, it's like,
Connor,
Yeah, I don't know
please.
though. Like for me, steak is just like, how often do you have a steak?
Not often. That's
Okay,
why.
here we go.
What's better than a good steak?
bro, I think pork is the best meat. I'm
Fuck,
gonna say.
get the fuck out of here.
Like a
No.
pork steak?
Connor
No,
has
not a
the
pork
point.
steak. I just think pork steaks are good. Like
Yeah.
gammon chops are fucking amazing.
Right.
No.
But
It
better
goes,
than
it goes. Okay.
I think-
Here's how the tier list
Okay,
goes.
fine,
Okay. Here's
fine,
how the fucking
fucking
tier
fine.
list goes.
Here we go.
Okay. It goes like an amazing steak at top. I couldn't eat a steak every day, but like as
Yeah.
as like a one-off meal, like steak is
I
like
admit it's up there. It's
SSS
up there. It's
plus
up
tier.
there, yeah.
And then after that comes chicken. Because chicken you can do so
Yeah,
much
I
with,
agree.
and
I agree.
you can
Okay,
never
I've
get
never
bored of
gotten
chicken.
sick of chicken. I could eat fried chicken every day of the week. I'll be real.
And then below that is pork.
No.
Below that is pork because I would
No.
never like anything you cook with pork. I feel like you can do something similar with chicken.
No, I feel like pork has a like it's the in between like whereas beef is really heavy.
Yeah.
Pork is the in between, and I feel like you can do so much with pork. Like I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
I
No, no.
love sausages,
No, no,
man.
here-
Sausages are amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you
Spoken
can
like a true JoJo fan. I'm gonna stop.
also have beef sausages as well.
Yeah,
What the
like
fuck?
like
I've never had a beef sausage
Yeah.
in my life. What
Beef
the
sausage
fuck?
is
like
great.
there's nothing you can do with pork that you can't do with either chicken or beef and have it taste better.
Yeah.
Wait, do you like hot dogs?
No.
Oh yeah, I was good. He acts like a guy who doesn't like hot dogs.
How do you not like hot dogs?
You know what? I'm gonna wait until this clip is completed.
I don't know.
The dude who's talking about
Oh,
like
it's because you don't like fucking condiments. That's why.
that and also the people who talk so highly about steak are like, no, hot dogs are for peasants. That isn't. No. I couldn't possibly. I love a good hot dog. I'll
Hot
be
dog.
honest,
Does
man.
this have dog in it?
Dude, I love hot dogs, man. I know they're absolute garbage and like probably cancerous, but I
Okay,
fucking
you
love
have
them.
to have like a beef sausage hot dog though, because you've never had a beef sausage, right?
Wait. Tell me.
People are getting fancy with hot dogs now? Who's getting fancy with hot dogs? Who is getting fancy with hot dogs? Who?
Difference between like a hot dog
And a sausage?
and a sausage.
A sausage is okay. If you're ever gonna take a hot dog over a sausage, I don't think we can be friends.
No, exactly.
But you know when you're at a barbecue and like
Yeah.
people are being kind of cheap. They want to bring the big sausages. You're like, fine, I'll eat 4 hot dogs. Fine,
yeah,
it'll do.
like that's the thing. I would never pick a hot dog over a sausage.
No.
It's like
Yeah.
a double cheeseburger, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
If,
if it's-
it's
yeah.
there, I'll eat it.
And and you can with a sausage hot dog, right? Like a thick boy, you can only put 1 of those away.
Yeah.
With a hot dog, I feel like you can put like 3 or 4 away.
Oh yeah, because they're
Yeah.
so fucking thin, right?
And they just taste like they don't really like a sausage. A good sausage is like heavy.
The reason
A hot
I
dog just tastes. It doesn't really have a distinct flavor unless you drench it in condiments. It just tastes.
don't like hot dogs is that, or the reason I would never take it over a sausage is that it just tastes so processed.
Yeah,
It's
but
like-
that's 'cause
there's
it
some,
is.
there's
No, that's
something
exactly
about
right.
like
Yeah,
highly
Jerry's right.
processed
It's
food that my
because it
brain
is.
is like.
Wait. Okay. Then question: do you like spam?
It's okay. You're
Go
gonna
on,
like
tell the
laugh now.
story.
My mom's gonna feel so bad. My mom used to make this meal. I fucking loved it, dude.
Yeah.
I would always ask my mom to make it. It was literally mashed potatoes and spam, just mashed, and I fucking loved this shit.
Wait, well, like no like flavoring on top of it? Or
No, just mashed potato and spam. Like imagine like a giant fucking pan of mashed potato, right?
Yeah.
And I would just take like a giant plate full of this shit, and I would gobble that shit up, man. I would eat that for days.
Like cancer in a plate. Like,
British people were a mistake. Okay. 1 minute. I feel bad for dunking on. I'm just.
No, yeah, because spam is one of those things where it's like if I'm offered spam on its
Yeah.
own and I can see it, I'm like, get that away from me.
Yeah.
Get that shit away from me. But when it's
Yeah.
like in something disguised, I'm like, yo, this shit claps. What is that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's spam.
Spam fried rice is like.
Okay,
I used to
spam fried rice is
fucking
pretty
hate-
good.
I used to fucking hate spam. Like I was
Yeah.
like, ew, get that shit away from me. Give me real
Isn't
meat.
there like a spam Hawaii in Hawaii? They make like a spam sushi or something.
No, that's
Yeah.
it was either Hawaii or Okinawa. I think it's an Okinawa dish with spam nigiri.
I don't fuck with that.
Like
1
spam.
minute. Let me look this up. Spam. Yeah, it's an Okinawan dish. The more you know, I suppose.
Nigiri is fucking
Yeah,
dope.
I don't fuck with spam.
Okay,
I don't know.
I fuck. I used to not fuck with it, but spam is such a huge thing in the Philippines.
Yeah.
So going to Aki's parents' place, they like every second meal had spam in it, so
Yeah.
I couldn't avoid this shit.
Spam is what I eat to remind me what good meat tastes like.
Okay. What do the peasants eat nowadays? I must know. Oh, spam is it? Oh,
Hot dog and spam.
I suppose I could give a hot dog and a spam a try or two. Rather distasteful.
I forgot where my what I was gonna put in here. I believe it was the pork is better than chicken. I just don't think Kano explained it well enough, but I do like pork over chicken most of the time. Whoops.
All right, don't worry, folks. We found them. They were just behind us the entire time.
So I'm guessing because Jerry started this, now we have to bring things back when we go somewhere.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
course.
I was
For the
told
boys.
this is a famous Niigata thing. What is this, Jerry?
It is sasadang.
Or not
Very
so
shit.
great. Like
Very shit.
there's I've never tried a Japanese wine and I've just been like,
Can I
People die here is they like a lot of old people die from choking on dango and mochi
What
and stuff
the
like
fuck?
Maybe I should watch these clips beforehand and write down the timestamp where they start talking about the, what's in the title. The more you learn next time, I suppose.
What?
Yeah.
Health hazard.
Bite into this thing.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
that looks
just-
ominous.
This reminds me of a Thai dish. There's a Thai dish that's something similar.
Odd.
Yeah.
You guys like it, right?
I like it, but
It's grown on me. Red bean paste was that one thing where, as like, I don't know, as someone who grew up in the West, my idea of
Sweets.
my idea of like desserts
Yeah.
or sweets basically just boiled down to chocolate and ice cream.
Right.
And like if I'm feeling like super
Here we
fancy
go.
or something like a tiramisu or a cake or something like that.
Well,
So having shit like red bean paste and like like mochi and stuff, I'm like, man, this tastes really good.
Yeah, I've always
Okay, I'll be honest. I've tried like red bean paste stuff. I've tried working with red bean paste once. It does not work well with you. And also, the texture kind of puts me off. But they go in mooncakes, and I'm willing to give red bean paste a second chance.
always been fascinated in the whole like Japanese sweets like culture, I guess, like
it's
food
weird,
culture.
man. They go crazy with
Yeah.
it.
It's called wagashi, for those of you who want to know.
Ooh. Wait a minute. Wagashi. Candies. Will Wikipedia tell us anything? Because, Tokyo Treat. Apparently there's like a whole, like, you know, culture around it, but I'm not seeing it, so we're gonna move on.
But like dango, mochi, that kind of stuff is like, it's weird because a lot of wagashi, a lot of Japanese sweets can either be sweet or depending on what you put with it, they can also be savory. So it's like a weird, because like this, for example, it's sweet, but it's not like a chocolate sweet, right? Or like a tiramisu sweet.
Yeah.
It's almost a savory sweet, if that makes sense. But I mean, like my dad, for instance, like can't eat red bean paste just because it's weird. He likes the flavor, but he doesn't like the texture.
Yeah, it's super thick.
Yeah.
It's just basically
It's like grainy, right?
yeah.
Almost.
It's like sludgy. I don't know. Not really. Like,
We're throwing a lot of different adjectives out, and then none of them are matching.
It's because like there's nothing I can point to in like that people can just ground that texture with in like the West or something. It's just something. It's thicker than ice cream, but it's a bit like pasty as well. I don't fucking know. I'm
Just
doing
eat
an
it.
I'm doing an awful fucking
Just
job.
try it out. Just eat
But
it.
I like the one dessert I haven't like enjoyed as much as I thought I would have, like based on the hype that everyone talks about it, is shaved ice.
Here we go. Now that looks delicious. Because shaved ice can mean like two different things. Shaved ice. Because sometimes you'll get stuff like, you know, like this. You know, it's literally ice that, you know, you pump syrup in it to give it that flavor. Now, Japanese shaved ice, on the other hand, they do something similar, but they take, let's be honest, the Japanese love their, like, food presentation, or they take it, or they do it a lot more often than in the West, or at least in America. I mean, look at this. It's beautiful. And also there's, like, toppings, like here, I'm not sure if that's lemon or, like, a different citrus, but, you know, here in the US, unless you're, you know, making it yourself, I suppose, you just get that syrup. But go on.
Japanese shaved ice.
Shit. Shit.
It's basically just like a Japanese version of a snow cone, essentially.
People fucking love it here, and I'm like, just get an ice cream.
Yeah, like
Just get an ice cream.
like
Well,
some-
but sometimes you don't want an ice cream. Sometimes you want something a
Exactly.
little more refreshing than an ice cream.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, like
called a
because
drink.
here there are some shaved ice places that people will line up to for fucking an hour.
Okay, I don't get that shit. Like, I'll just fucking make it at home. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna like, because there are some like shaved ice places that are like, there's stores that specialize in shaved ice,
Yeah.
right? And
How do you specialize in shaved ice?
I'm like, what's the difference between making it at home, making it here? It's like,
Yeah.
oh no. Like Maylene, fucking, because she's
of course.
because she's a fucking food critic, right? Our producer. She's like, oh, I found this like amazing shaved ice place, but there's like a 2-hour line every day.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are people lining up for it? It's like, oh, it's like fluffy. I'm like, that's not what I look for in a shaved
Yeah.
ice, though.
After like
Shaved ice is like okay, when I get snow cones, they're usually rather, more crunchy. But I think shaved ice should be on the fluffier, or at least, yeah, shaved ice can be fluffy. Whatever.
2 minutes after you've been given it, like
Yeah.
it all just starts melting to the point
Yeah.
where it just doesn't taste good. It's just
It's
mush.
just slush.
Yeah.
It's like having a slush puppy with extra sugar on it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's rank okay. I personally don't have any beef with snow cones, and I'd like to try Japanese style shaved ice. But all three of them are defending their opinions fairly well.
And like, I don't like it, the places when they just have like chocolate sauce squirted on shit. Like, how can you sit there and tell me something is worth 2 hours wait when you've just got a bottle of like chocolate squeeze shit on?
Like
it?
Hershey's.
Okay, but who is making snow cones, shaving your ice? You shave your ice and then you just put on chocolate syrup. Who does that?
Chocolate
Yeah,
sauce.
it's like this shit. You can't. You literally have just put chocolate sauce on water, and people are lining up 2 hours for this shit. You kidding me? Like gelato, that shit is amazing, man. I love
yeah.
that shit. So fresh.
I like gelato. Like
Gelato gang, rise up.
I absolutely love gelato. Like I had like proper
alright.
authentic gelato in
what do you mean
say?
it's all right? What the fuck do you mean? Gelato gang, rise up. Lining up 2 hours for this shit. You kidding me? Like gelato, that shit is amazing, man. I love.
You know what? I won't even say that gelato, saying gelato is good is even a trash take. That's just, gelato's good. It is good.
Love
Yeah.
that shit. So fresh.
I like gelato. Like
Gelato gang, rise up.
I absolutely love gelato. Like I had like proper
alright.
authentic gelato in
What do you
say?
mean it's all right? What the fuck do you mean it's all right?
I had to
alright.
stop my thought there just to hear that. I'm like, excuse me.
It's just thick ice cream. Let's be honest, guys. Let's
It's thick ice cream. 1 minute. I don't know if anyone watching knows, but I like to cook. Bake. I don't do it a lot because I don't like cleaning up. But, 1 minute. Actually, I am not going to look at the recipes individually. Ice cream. Gelato versus ice cream. What's the difference? You know what? Wikipedia it is. Please give me something, like, good. Here the main ingredients are milk, cream, and sweetener. And gelato. Oh yeah, there is so much more involved in gelato. Water, butterfat, lactose. Okay, one minute. Water, butterfat, cream, milk, sugar. There is more. There is more to gelato than just being ice cream, or at least in the English-speaking world.
let's not
That's
build
the best part.
let's not thick ice cream. Let's
What do you mean it's all right? What the fuck do you mean it's all right?
I had to
alright.
stop my thought there just to hear that. I'm like, excuse me.
It's just thick ice cream. Let's be honest, guys. Let's not
Yeah.
let's
the
not
best
build
part.
let's not build this up. You have one fucking.
Okay, but consider this. Gelato is better. I know. A tier convincing, A tier conversations. Sorry, S tier conversations, and S tier reasoning. And I mean, I can't say there is too much of a difference, but from what I've seen. But if I say, I mean, they're similar but different. Let's continue.
Can buy it and you're like, man, I just had a 3-course meal on that buy. I'm good.
Okay. I had legit like, I don't want to say, it's weird to say homegrown.
in
but
Italian?
Like,
Yeah,
I had like
it's
legit gelato in like Florence in Italy.
Yeah, I've
and
had
that
it in
shit
Italy
was
as well.
the fucking
Oh yeah,
bomb.
it's the best.
I thought gelato here and like in Australia was good, but then I had it in Florence. I'm like, damn, this hits different.
Italians, man, they know how to make fucking gelato. Great.
Oh, they know how
I
to
love
make
you,
good
Italy.
gelato.
Please keep making gelato.
Yeah, Florence, please keep making gelatos.
Never change. Never change.
Never
Italy.
change. Never change. Yeah, but I don't know. Like, are there any other like Japanese sweets that you guys
Alright,
like?
and that's where the hot takes end. So, we have 20 more clips to work through. So, here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to end the stream here, and the next time I stream, I will have combed through all the other 20 videos that I have lined up, so we can streamline this a little. Thank you so much for watching. I don't really have a video lined up for next week, so hopefully this will hold it over, hold everyone over. It was very nice streaming, and I hope to see you soon.